One of the fun things about living in Arizona is that we get to have barbecues in the wintertime. It's around 70 something degrees today, 74 or 5, I don't know. Next Wednesday is going to be 91, which is a little high, but then it goes back down into the 70s and 80s. But we get to go to a barbecue. And one of the things I'm bringing, I did coleslaw, and I did a video that is already up on how to make homemade coleslaw. But the other thing I'm bringing is lemon meringue pie from lemons that I picked from the tree. Now, a lot of people like lemon meringue pie, and there are some tricks to making a good lemon meringue pie. And I have to tell you, I hate meringue. I do, but I love making it. So it's one of those silly, crazy things. Let's go make some lemon meringue pie. I will actually finish this video when I get back from the party, and I'll let you know how everybody liked it. But let's go make some.
Now, I'm putting my pie crust into the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. And then I'll take them out. They'll be lightly golden crusted and ready to go. Now, before I start, I'm going to zest some lemons. And I actually am going to give you the recipe for a single pie, even though I'm making more pies. So for a single pie, I need 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. So I'm just going around my lemon, trying not to go too far into it. And there's my lemon zest. It smells fabulous. The other thing I have to do is juice some lemons. Now I don't have to do very many, so I'm not using my electric juicer. I'm just doing a hand one. And I need to have a half a cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice. If you don't have your own lemons, bottled lemon juice will work also. I need to separate some eggs. And for one pie, you need 4 large eggs separated. And I'm just going to go back and forth. I'll do all of the eggs that I need. Then in a pan, I'm going to do 1½ cups of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1½ cups of water. Now I can already tell this pan is not big enough because I'm not just making one pie, though I'm giving you the recipe for one. So I put it in a bigger pan. I want to make it come to a boil. I'm stirring it so that sugar and the salt dissolves into the water. And I'm just going to keep that on high heat until it goes to a rolling boil. In the meantime, I'm taking 1/2 cup of cornstarch and 1/3 cup of cold water, and I'm going to blend that together. I need a very thick paste. At first it's a little hard going, but then you get working it and it makes a beautiful paste, and that's really going to thicken up that water very nicely. Now my water in the pan is boiling, so I'm going to slowly add that cornstarch and water mixture to it. And because it's so hot, all of a sudden it gets really thick, really fast. And at that point, I'm going to turn my burner off and take it off the burner. See, it's already boiling right there. So I'm taking it off, and I'm going to take some time and I'm going to really mix that because I don't want any lumps in my lemon meringue pie. And it's extremely hot, so be very, very careful with that. Now to this mixture, we are going to add our egg yolks and our lemon juice that we did. And I'm going to mix that in. See, there's a little seed in there. I'll catch that before it goes into the pot. And I'm going to switch it to a bigger pot. I'm going to actually use my stock pot because I'm making actually basically 3 pies. And I'm going to slowly add that lemon juice and egg yolk mixture. And it takes a little bit of time, but I want to make sure that it incorporates it and there's no lumps. It doesn't cook the egg yolks, so it curdles them, and it'll just look beautiful in the lemon meringue pie. I have it back on the stove, and I'm just heating it so that it starts to boil. Once it boils, I take it off. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter and my lemon zest. And I'm going to stir that until it all melts. See how beautiful that is? Now, depending on your egg yolks, it can be lighter or darker. Let's make some meringue. And I've put that mixture in the refrigerator for right now. So I'm going to take all those egg whites and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to start blending that. And my mixer is on high, and I want it to become frothy. And at that point, I'm going to add a half a cup of sugar to it. And then I'm going to mix again. And this is where it's really going to get foamy and thick and make the meringue. Now remember, I'm making 3. So I'm checking it. It's starting to get thicker, but it isn't really thick enough. Now if you have problems with your egg whites, you can add a little bit of cream of tartar or some lemon juice, and that helps with the bonding agents of the egg whites. Farm fresh eggs usually never have that problem. Now, my lemon mixture is cooled, and I always add 3/4 of a cup per pie to that mixture of the meringue. And then we're going to scoop it into our pie shells. And they're just lightly golden. And I'm going to fill those up pretty full. I don't want them overflowing because I have to put the meringue on there. So I'm going to just start dropping meringue on there. And I like to go to the very edges. And I'm going to go all the way around. And as soon as I get it really thick, I'm going to make some peaks. And that's going to go into the oven, 325 degrees for 20 minutes. I want it golden brown. And here they are out of the oven. They're going to stay there for an hour without me moving them. When I go to slice it, I always heat up my knife with hot water, and it makes it very easy to slice. So we're back from the dinner, and barbecue is great fun, great food. And the lemon meringue pie was a total hit. One of our hosts had 2 big pieces of pie, and we just left the whole pie with them and told them to enjoy. I hope you try to make it. It takes a little time to make a lemon meringue pie, but well worth it. And I will see you next time.